the distance of a point on the ellipse x square plus 3y square is equal to 6 from its center equal to 2, then find the eccentric angles. The distance of a point on the ellipse from its center equal to 2, given that the distance between the point on the ellipse to its center is equal to 2, that is the given data. So first we take the center to the given ellipse and point on the given ellipse, and we are taking the distance between these 2 points and equating that value to 2 to get the eccentric angles. That's the procedure. So first we write the ellipse equation. Given ellipse is x square plus 3y square is equal to 6. Now converting this equation to the ellipse form, that is dividing this total equation by the number 6, then we get x square plus 3y square by 6 is equals to 1. That is x square by 6 plus 3y square by 6 is equals to 1. Which implies x square by 6 plus y square by 2 is equals to 1, which is in the form of x square by a square plus y square by b square is equals to 1. So compare this equation with x square by a square plus y square by b square is equals to 1. Then the values of a square and b square are a square is equals to 6, b square is equals to 2. Then the value of a is equal to root 6 and value of b is equal to root 2. Now what is center? Clearly from the equation we can take the center c is equals to 0, 0. To this form center is equal to 0, 0. Next we want the point on the ellipse. Point on the ellipse is equals to, any point on the ellipse is taken as point on the ellipse is equals to, the formula is a cos theta, b sin theta. This is p. Therefore p is equals to a cos theta root 6 cos theta, root 2 sin theta. What is given? Distance between them is equal to 2. That is given that CP, distance between these 2 points is equals to 2. Given that CP is equals to 2. That is the distance between these 2 points, which is equals to square root of x2 minus x1 whole square. That is root 6 cos theta minus 0 whole square. Root 6 cos theta whole square plus root 2 sin theta minus 0 whole square. That is root 2 sin theta whole square equals to 2. Now squaring on both sides, then square and root gets cancelled. So the remaining values root 6 cos theta whole square, that is 6 cos square theta plus root 2 sin theta whole square. 2 sin square theta is equals to 2 square, that is 4. Which implies 6 cos square theta plus 2 into, this is 1 minus cos square theta equals to 4. That is 6 cos square theta plus 2 minus 2 cos square theta equals to 4. Which implies 6 cos square theta minus 2 cos square theta, that is 4 cos square theta is equals to 4 minus 2 equals to 2. Then the value of cos square theta is equals to 2 by 4, that is 1 by 2. Therefore cos theta is equals to plus or minus 1 by root 2. Cos square theta is equal to 1 by 2, then cos theta is equal to plus or minus 1 by root 2. Therefore the values of theta are first value pi by 4, angle in the first quadrant, 3 pi by 4 angle in the second quadrant, 5 pi by 4 angle in the third quadrant, and 7 pi by 4, that is angle in the fourth quadrant. Therefore eccentric angles are pi by 4, 3 pi by 4, 5 pi by 4 and 7 pi by 4. That's all. Find the radius of the circle passing through the foci of an ellipse 9x square plus 16y square is equal to 144 and having least radius. So here one ellipse is given, which is 9x square plus 16y square is equals to 144. When we convert this equation to the standard form, then we get the equation x square by 16 plus y square by 9 is equals to 1. When we compare this equation with x square by a square plus y square by b square is equals to 1, then a square is equal to 16, b square is equals to 9. Then a is equals to 4, b is equal to 3. That is the first case. So we take the diagram here. This is the diagram of the given ellipse, which is like that. Now, given that, what is the radius of the circle passing through the foci of an ellipse? Here s comma s dash are the foci of the given ellipse. Now what is the radius of the circle passing through the foci of an ellipse? Now having least radius. So here this is the circle which passes through the points s comma s dash. We want to find the least radius of the circle. So to get the least radius, if the center lie on the line S dash, then the circle has the least radius. To get the least radius, the condition is the center must lie on the line S dash. That is the condition. What are the coordinates of the points S comma S dash? S is equals to AE comma 0 and S dash is equals to minus AE comma 0. So when the center lies on this line, then this is the diameter. Diameter means these two are the endpoints of the diameter. Now what is the equation of the circle with x1, y1 and x2, y2 as the ends of the diameter? The formula is x minus x1 into x minus x2 plus y minus y1 into y minus y2 equal to 0. This is the formula for finding the equation of the circle with x1, y1 and x2, y2 as the extremities of the diameter. First we find the equation of the circle, after that we take the radius to the circle. Now this is the circle having the least radius. So first when we compare this equation with x square by a square plus y square by b square is equals to 1, then the values of a comma b are a square is equals to 16, b square is equals to 9, then the value of a is equals to 4, b is equals to 3. Therefore a greater than b. Now eccentricity E is equals to, the formula is square root of a square minus b square by a square. That is 16 minus 9 by 16, which is equals to root 7 by 4. Therefore foci s comma s dash is equals to plus or minus ae comma 0, which is equals to plus or minus 4 into root 7 by 4 comma 0. That is plus or minus root 7 comma 0. This is the formula. The circle passing through the points s comma s dash and having least radius is the circle with s dash as the diameter. Therefore the equation of the circle is, this is the formula, x minus x1 into x minus x2 plus y minus y1 into y minus y2 is equals to 0. Here x1 y1 is equals to ae comma 0 and x2 y2 is equals to minus ae comma 0. By replacing those values we will get the circle equation. From that equation we can take the radius value, or otherwise directly from the diagram also we can tell the radius value. Here radius is nothing but the distance between these 2 points, which is nothing but AE. So clearly AE is the least radius, but I find the equation of circle to find the radius here. Therefore replacing the values, x minus AE into x plus AE plus y minus 0 into y minus 0 equals to 0. That is x square minus AE whole square plus y square equals to 0. Which implies x square plus y square is equals to AE whole square. Therefore radius is equals to, this is in the form of x square plus y square is equals to r square. Therefore radius r is equals to AE. Now what is AE value? AE is equals to a value 4 and e value root 7 by 4 equals to root 7. That's all. Next problem. If S and T are the foci of an ellipse and B is one end of the minor axis, and if STB is an equilateral triangle, then find the eccentricity of the ellipse. So given that S and T are the foci of an ellipse, so S and T, these are the foci of an ellipse, and B is one end of the minor axis, and also given that STB is an equilateral triangle, that is, this is the equilateral triangle, then what is the eccentricity? That is a given question. Since this is the equilateral triangle, in this triangle each angle is equal to 60 degrees. So this total angle is equal to 60 degrees and half of the value is equals to 30 degrees. So here half value is equal to 30 degrees, and already we know that the distance between these 2 points is equals to AE and the distance between these 2 points is equals to B. Length of the semi-minor axis, that is B. This is the distance between the center to foci, that is AE. Now clearly from the right angle triangle CBS we take the value of tan 30. Therefore from triangle CBS the value of tan 30 is equals to opposite by adjacent, that is AE by B. Now what is tan 30 value? 1 by root 3. 1 by root 3 is equals to AE by B. Now taking cross product we get B is equals to root 3 into A. Now squaring on both sides, then we get B square is equals to 3A square E square. And what is the value of B square? B square value is equals to A square into 1 minus E square, which implies 1 minus E square is equals to 3E square. That is 4E square is equals to 1. Then E square is equals to 1 by 4. Then the value of E is equals to 1 by 2. Therefore eccentricity of the ellipse is equals to 1 by 2. Now this is the first method. Now we solve this problem in the alternate method. This is the second method. Now in this method first we take the values of STB. S is equals to A comma 0 foci and T is equal to minus A comma 0 and B is equal to one end of the minor axis, that is 0 comma B. So given that it is an equilateral triangle, since it is an equilateral triangle all sides are equal, that is ST is equals to TB is equals to SB. Now we are equating any two distances here. When we equate ST is equals to TB. What is ST value? ST is equal to distance between these 2 points. What is the distance between these 2 points? Distance AE plus AE. 2AE is equals to TB. Distance between these 2 points. This is minus AE comma 0 and this is 0 comma B. What is the distance value? Square root of 0 plus AE, that is AE whole square plus 0 minus B square. Now squaring on both sides we get the value 4A square E square is equals to A square E square plus B square. 4A square E square minus A square E square, that is 3A square E square is equals to B square, which implies 3a square is equals to, now what is b square value? A square into 1 minus c square, which implies 3e square is equals to 1 minus e square. Then 4e square is equals to 1. Then the value of e square is equals to 1 by 4. Therefore, the eccentricity e is equals to 1 by 2. That's all.